Another cheater spotting. Still don't have a name for it. We're just keeping cheater spotting. This is cheater spotting now. So this guy almost went under my radar because at the start of, at the start of this match, he was pretty unremarkable and we actually killed him with a maestro cam of all things. But as the game went on, everyone started figuring out something was up with this guy. And when I looked at his stats, I'll actually pull up his stats before anything else. So this guy's played a pretty good bit today. Started with unranked, and then ranked, and then unranked, a quick match, etc. But what you'll notice is his headshot accuracies for today, only today, have been 85 at the lowest. 100%, 100%, 93, 100, 100, 100. Total 96, almost 97% headshot accuracy. Across 58 kills. Across 7 games. No one on the planet is good enough to do that. And on top of that, this theme park game here on his record is the game that he played against my stack here, who started figuring out this guy's got something going on. Because he went 16-1 with 100% headshot accuracy. That's just not a thing people do. I thought he was just a gunner when he was, racking up the kills. But then, as soon as we got to their last attack, their first defense, I started feeling it. I just couldn't figure out what it was. And then actually watching the replay, I figured out what it was. So, let's go ahead and get to the replay. So at the start of this match, he just came across as like that average Ashe main that just breaks shit open and runs in and then dies because they weren't droning. Because that's exactly what this guy does. He does just run inside and doesn't check anything. He pings our Melusi with his gadget, regular Deimos things. If someone's playing Deimos and you saw that kill cam, you'd be like, yeah, they had a Deimos ping. Look right there at how he looks at our Melusi. Granted, she has the Deimos ping on her, but you'll notice it when we slow it down. The way it toggles, the way it just snaps to her and has this little bit of wiggle, so it looks like actual person movement. That was a snap right there. But just that little snap right there. That's the first sign. He's also, you can tell, I thought he was just looking at walls. No, he's actually looking at us through the walls. And that right there, that's his first kill of the round. So he's looking at us through the walls. He sees our Azami, sees her pushing. Hits her in the shoulder. Like, wings her in the shoulder here. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to pause on that exact moment. I'm going to have to be pixel perfect on this. So this is the exact point he hits. He hits her shoulder, which should not count as a headshot, but does. He's going to just sort of hide out here. I start zapping him with the Maestro cam just because I'm playing Maestro. I want to zap him. We lose one, they lose one. It's 4-3 right now. He's going to just hold this. And there's another one right there. As our Melusi is crossing over, he can't even see her, but he locks on and instantly shoots. I don't know if the shooting is part of whatever cheat he's using, but he did just shoot as he was full-on tracking and turns the tracking off. I zap him with the Maestros again, and I'm zapping him because he's not doing anything about them. Which tells me that this guy is dog shit at Siege without the cheats. So I'm just still zapping him. I do down him, which is the funniest fucking part of this. So the Ashe picks him up. So now he's back up, and I don't know what he's looking at me. He's just not aimed on me. Like, he's turning his toggle off. He can clearly see us, but it looks like what he's doing is he's only turning on the toggle for fractions of a second at a time, like a quarter or a half a second. So he starts pushing up more. And I kill him with the Maestro cam, which is probably the funniest fucking thing. Like, let me see if I can actually get the view of killing him on this cam. I kill him with the Maestro cam, so that helps me sort of solidify that this guy is trash. Like, right now, he's 1-1. Their Ashe has one, their Sledge has one. Like, he's pretty unremarkable. He got a kill. And as the rounds keep progressing, he becomes more and more and more blatant about it. It almost feels like he plays dumb at the very start, so that when people stop suspecting he might be a cheater, that's when he ramps it up. Which then he feels like a fucking moron, because then we know that he is cheating. I'll just go ahead and skip past drone phase, because that's not important right now. Let's see. How many kills does he get this round? 1, 2, 3, 4. I know the 4 kills he got. So again, he just sort of hits arcade window without a care in the world. Whenever someone plays this fucking ballsy, like just breaking windows and jumping in without any drone or anything, either they're dog shit or they have, you know, that third-party help that they know it's clear. He still looks pretty innocent right now, just kind of dumb, if anything. Targets our cap can. Does a little spin. So I can't tell if he stopped to look at our cap can there, but he did stop his little 360s. Starts pushing out. I didn't even realize we muted the Deimos ping. So he's just kind of watching the door, pretending he's holding an angle. I know he can see our cap can there. He is doing some things to not look as blatant. Like, he's not just shooting through walls at everything he sees. He's trying to look legit. He just sprints down this hall because he knows it's clear, hits the cam. He can see whoever we have standing there. Like, he turns sort of to look at them without looking directly at them. You know, sort of like that side eye, like, yep, I'm looking at the wall there. I'm looking at the wall, that's a cool wall there. Like, you know, he's trying to look at us without looking directly at us. Like, he's making attempts to hide this. He can see the person behind. He's sort of toggled onto the person behind chassis. Like, I've got it slowed down.
Bomb located by
He's toggled on the chassis guy. Like, this is a very mechanical, not fluid movement. He's toggled again. And he's just trying to hit the chassis because he sees the person. So he's got the toggle off right now. He reloads to take this duel. He's looking at them again. He's not toggled. That's the toggle. Fires again. Toggle is off. Toggle's on. And you can see him full on following as he goes for this peek. So he just, you know, he was just watching the entire time in that very mechanical way. His Ying blinds him, so he's trying to look like he's actually swinging and peeking these angles. Like he doesn't just have the intel. His next kill is going to be coming up here towards the end. I'm just going to skip ahead. So now he's going to run upstairs. Keep in mind, he still has all of his death marks right now. He's currently hunting for our pulse, which he could make his job a lot easier. There's another toggle. Let me slow it down and show it. He comes in with the worst crosshair discipline I've ever seen. Zooms in. There's pulse. Toggles on. Click. Like, none of his duels have really looked legit so far. You can just see the toggle happening when you actually slow them down and pay attention. So he's going to now approach the door. And this was one of the most egregious ones for me. Looks to the left and then sees me. Toggles on as he's walking in.
5 seconds.
Toggles on to our Malusi. Misses a shot because she gets behind the wall. Hits her. So now he's 5-1. Still with that perfect headshot accuracy. But with the way he aims, I would be surprised if he could hit 100 normally. Because his crosshair discipline is some of the worst I've seen. But I'm supposed to believe he is landing 100% headshot accuracy. Alright, third round, he goes sends because we banned the Deimos. Just because we didn't like him, we still thought he was just a gunner at this point. So he's going to drone, he's going to try to look legit. I'm going to skip ahead because none of this is really going to be important compared to what happens during action. So again, he's in the building, he's sprinting. Just that full confidence of someone who has info they shouldn't have. He's just running. Like, we could have roamers, we could have people anywhere. He could see the hole up there that we made in scaffold, and he's just not doing anything about it. He's actually just sprinting to where he wants to go. You could see him look at whoever we have over there on the right. Like, he can see them. He's trying to hide himself. Even if it means one of his teammates does die. So he saw me and, you know, swung before I knew he was even there. Honestly, I'm not even going to call the kill he got on me bad, per se. Because, like, he could have just fired out of panic and gotten me. Like, that's entirely plausible. He's just going to keep sprinting all the way towards Dragon. He is already toggled onto our zombie. Like, just following her, landing his shots. He's zoomed in. looking for the guy behind throne, sees the guy behind throne, toggles on, walks in, looks to the right, sees Armalusi. Notice the way his gun just shoots up. This guy can't even control the gun without his toggle. So he aims, gun goes up, and then he turns on the toggle so it pulls straight down onto Malusi with perfect accuracy to get the headshot again. If you're having any doubts about this guy cheating, it only gets worse. So for this round, their first defense, he's on the Ella, whose gun is very fucking hard to control if you don't have a toggle. Like, it's got that horizontal kick. Let me just skip ahead to his first kill. So he's just watching the door with the Kaid. Nothing happens. He's gonna just sort of figure out where he wants to be, I guess. The way he runs on defense looks so clueless. So he's already toggled on to whoever we have on that window. He's just looking straight at them, ready to shoot. They're still shooting the window. He's still toggled on. He's literally following them on the rappel. So that's one flash. This is second flash. That's a drone. Never mind. And is already trained on the head before he can even see them. So he gets flashed. And, you know, that fight's over. This one, I am 100% fine calling legit. This is actually legit a bad play on our team's part. So Glaz throws a drone, and the dude just walks out. That was him capitalizing on something. There were no cheats involved with that one. His next kill is on me at the very end. So at this point, we're in initiation. They're starting to flood us. You can see him looking at me. People start running in, getting nomaded. It didn't even look like he was aimed on me when he fired. So slow it down. He zooms in now. I'm already behind the wall by the time he's even ADS'd or firing. And that's supposed to be a headshot. And then the final round, the one where he was the most blatant. Like the one where he's even telling his team what he's doing. He gets his armor. And he just sort of wanders. Like he's not really doing anything. He's just sort of running around. Like he's not really doing shit. He's not holding anything. He doesn't even know how to look legit just in the early game of the defense. He's in the door. He saw my drone come by and he didn't even bother to shoot it. Which, like, yeah, it could just be him being bad. But something I've noticed is every single time someone sees a drone and doesn't make any effort to shoot it, they're probably cheating. If they at least make the effort to shoot it, they're usually legit and just bad. But this guy didn't even bother to give it a second glance. So we're coming up on his kills. And he's immediately toggled on. Toggled right back on to get his kill on the jackal in the door. So now he's going to do this weird 180 thing. He's toggled onto someone outside. Toggles onto the new person at the door. Again, that should not have been a headshot. Like, they were behind the wall on the other side. So he's toggled on that person. He's coming up to the door now. And toggled. And got the headshot. Next kill. Because now he's going to get this fourth person at the door because of his toggles. Person's coming up to the door. He toggles on. Gets the headshot. That is his last kill. Because, you know, the game ends there. I'm not going to run in and give him the satisfaction. This guy went 16-1. The rest of his team, 2-3, 2-2, 2-2, 1-3. The difference in scores here is so vast. Even during this part here, there are moments where you can tell that he is looking directly at me. Like right here where he's looking at where I am on the roof. He knifes. I think he teabags too. There's the ping. Literally telling his team where I am outside. It's weird because he's not watching me the entire time. Like, he is trying to hide it to some extent. But as the game kept going, he gave up on trying to hide it. Like over here, he's going to look at me on the rappel. Yup, he's looking at me. He pings. Like, it's obvious at this point, he knows exactly where everyone is, even without the toggles. Now people are just going to run out because, you know, game's over. I cannot win this. Especially against this guy, I cannot win that. And yeah, let's go back to that guy's R6 tracker. 16 and 1, 100% accuracy. 2 and 3, 50%. 2 and 2, 0%. 2 and 4, 0%. 1 and 4, 100%. I don't think you could find a human being on the planet who can land 16 headshots perfectly with only 1 death while using Deimos' revolver, Sense's LMG, which granted, it's been buffed to be easier to use. It's still not the easiest gun to use. Ella's Scorpion, and the Warden's gun is easy to use. That's why people love Warden. Let me go ahead and put this guy's name up. Fucking Brandon 808-53122. I'm fully convinced that this dude just got his cheats today. Because when you look at his stats literally from yesterday, 75%, 53% headshot accuracy, 50, 75. Like, these are okay numbers. These are believable numbers. Nothing about him screams cheater at all until you look at today with his 96.6%. Like, that's not a thing people do with 58 kills. Unless the enemy is literally standing still, just lining up for him to get these kills. So, yeah. That's the 3rd cheater we've found so far and done a video for. I think he was also using a nickname during our game, like a barcode or something. Yup, barcode 25. You see this guy in your games, he's a cheater. He's not that good. He does just have toggles and walls. And, yeah. Peace.